Good morning! Welcome to my first video, my first vlog. How freaking crazy is that? Wow, yeah, I'm so excited to be able to just film and be able to chat to you and be able to show you behind the scenes, show you what actually goes on in day to day, because I freaking love Instagram, but it's also like, it truly is a highlight reel, and I only go on there when I feel called to go on there, and usually that's when I'm feeling good. Like, to be completely honest, to say it's not a highlight reel is a complete lie. So this is gonna be my whole day. Like, yeah, this is exactly what I go through, and I think that's really cool to see. But I've just woken up, I've already meditated. I meditate in bed. I do that first thing in the morning because our minds are so impressionable in the morning. If I went on my phone, if I did anything else, it sets me up just on such the wrong foot, and I usually get like anxiety. I'm usually not productive, I don't eat well. It just has a really big flow over effect. So I've already done that. And then I go to the beach every morning. I have a full morning routine where I go for a walk, exercise, ground, journal. Sometimes I meditate there, and I get a coffee, of course. So yeah, gonna go do that now, and then I'll come back, make brekkie, and just take you along for the journey. So let's do it. So I'm just getting ready for the day. I'm going to be filming some content, so I like to wear something and do things that make me feel good. Yeah, literally just got back from the beach, and now I'm gonna start my day. I'm gonna make an acai bowl for breakfast. I have been super big on, I always have been, but now more than ever, I've been in a place where I'm just really wanting to nourish the frick out of my body and step away from balance. Balance is really important, but I really want to focus more on health side of things. And with that, a big part of nourishment and a big part of health is mindful eating, which has honestly changed the whole way I eat. And it's something I teach my clients over and over again. It's like one of the foundational things when it comes to intuitive eating, because if you're not mindful, you're not going to know what your intuition is. You're going to listen to your ego, and you're going to make the decisions that actually don't serve your highest good. And that's when you can eat a lot of like processed foods, a lot of takeout, or you could even restrict yourself and not have balance, not have takeout, not have any of those foods that actually fuel your soul. So it's a really important thing, and the mindfulness starts before you even eat the food, right? The mindfulness starts when you make the decision of buying your food or make the decision of what you're going to consume. And something I always tell my clients, and what I do personally, is ask myself, is this out of fear or is this out of love? So for example, a big thing when it comes to eating out of fear is actually restricting or is overeating. So for example, if you actually wanted a bowl of pasta for lunch, but instead you're like, oh no, I can't have that, it has too many calories, it's not good for me, I'm just gonna have like this salad instead, or have something else instead. That would be eating out of fear. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you may just want to eat, like emotional eat, binge eat, overeat, or you may not want to feel restricted. So what may serve you at your highest good for lunch, for example, could be like a salad and meat or veggies and whatever. But instead you opt for like snacks, chips, chocolate, lollies, maybe a shit ton of pasta, and you just like overeat because you don't want to feel restricted, because you come from a background of restricting and dieting and yo-yoing, which is something I experienced for a very long time. Or you may just be doing it out of fear because you don't want to think, you don't want to put in effort, you don't want to have to deal with the uncomfortableness of actually choosing something that is more nourishing for your body, because it's easier and you don't have to call yourself out, you don't have to pick up on it, you can just go and eat whatever's available. You can go and eat takeout because it's cheap and it's easy, right? Which is completely out of fear. And then it comes to the mindfulness when you're actually making that food or eating it. Like, are you eating out with friends? Are you socializing and eating? Are you being mindful of how this food is actually nourishing you from probably quite a soul level? When you're making your food, which may be really nourishing for your body, are you being mindful and are you nourishing the food as you're cooking it? Because the more you nourish and the more you give love to your food means the more nourishing it is actually going to be in taking that food. The better you're going to feel around that food, the better your digestive system is going to work, the better you feel, the more energy you have, because the beliefs you have around the food that you're putting into your body is going to dictate what that actually does to your body. So, like, for example, if I was to get McDonald's, I would feel pretty shit and pretty heavy because I have the belief that, well, it is, but I have the belief that McDonald's is very processed, and I have the belief that it just makes me feel like shit. So if I ate it, straight away I would feel like shit. But if I went into McDonald's and I was like, I know this food is going to serve my highest good, and having a small chips is going to make me feel really energized because this is exactly what I need in this moment. This is something I don't have all the time, and I'm just excited to eat it. Well, that's how I would actually feel. If I believed that with every cell of my body, that's how I'm going to act around that food. So I know that can be hard to wrap your head around if you're a very analytical person, but everything in this world has a vibration. Everything in this world is energy, and the energy you put out and the energy you give to things is the energy you're going to receive back. And then when it comes to the actual food itself, like, mindfulness, chew your food, know where that food on your plate came from. Did it come from Coles? Where did it come from before Coles? Did it come out of the earth? Does that make you feel nourished? That always makes me feel so nourished, knowing there's veggies there that literally came from Mother Nature, that came from the earth. Like, that, there's no more empowering, loving, connective feeling than that for me. So obviously after I eat those foods, I feel really good because I have the mindfulness around it. Chewing your food. Chew the frick out of your food, because our body does not know the difference between a hard, dangerous rock or something dangerous coming into our body, or like a piece of toast that you haven't chewed properly. So if you have something that you are eating, that you are consuming, and you haven't chewed it, and it's quite literally hard, our body's going to go into fight or flight. It's going to go into danger mode. It's not going to digest that food adequately, and our brain is actually not going to send the signal to our digestive system to be like, hey, we're chewing, we're eating, like, let's digest this, let's break this down, this is safe to break down. Instead, it just wants to shut down. It doesn't want to break that food down. So you're going to have all sorts of digestive issues. If you feel bloated, if you feel hungry straight after a meal, if you crave like sweets or things straight after a meal, big sign that you're not mindful eating, or you may have parasites, one or the other. But yeah, that has been such a game changer. So as I make my acai bowl, as I eat, I'm going to be doing that. And yeah, hope you took something from that. That was a lot of information. But I'm going to finish my makeup now, and then I'll show you my acai bowl and how I make it. I freaking love my acai bowl. I've talked about it like 20 times already. Thought I'd just do a outfit check. Nothing too exciting, but linen pants are a must. They're so comfy, and that shirt I was wearing before with this, I just got a bit hot. But yeah, let's go. Let's make this acai bowl. All right, so I need to get this. I am an absolute, I was going to say something about it, I can say that, but I'm an absolute fiend for anything chocolate. So I make my acai bowls as chocolatey as I can. So I start with banana. I just cut this myself and freeze it because easy. Berries, mixed berries. I actually really need to go shopping and get some more stuff. Acai, Of course, I just use these packs. Acai is so messy. So I'm gonna go do this over the sink. Chuck that. See, like, look how messy that is. And then I add some almond milk. Consistency is freaking key when it comes to an acai bowl. If it's like the tiniest bit thin and watery, so we're just gonna add a touch of almond milk. And then I'm gonna add some cacao powder because chocolate, right? Oh, I honestly forgot to put the freaking belated. Okay, we're good, we're good. I'm also the messiest person you'll ever know. Just ask my family, ask my friends. I cannot do anything without spilling something somewhere or on myself, so I'm not even surprised at this point. Oh. Yeah, this is what we want. I'm all for this. Because I didn't have much fruit left, it's not really a lot. I have to eat something else as well. Okay, so this is where it becomes chocolatey and delicious. First off, we have cacao clusters. That's gonna focus, probably not. Botanical breakfast clusters, cacao, wattle seed, hazelnut, yum. So I put that on top. Yeah, that's good. More chocolate, cacao nibs. Won't load, but we'll put some of those on, not too much, because actually does get a bit too chocolatey. And then roasted coconut chips. I'm a big texture girl, and I need, if I have softness, I need crunch. So I load this up. And this is what we've got. I'm so messy, that is so funny. If you can see it. So I have literally just been working all day. I've been working right here on my bed because it is like the most beautiful freaking view. Like, I've got a literal balcony and my room is so open and spacious, and I just love my bed. So I've been working from here. I have filmed a few podcasts. I've gotten back to check-ins. I did video replies for check-ins, and frick, the women, both one-on-one and in the Evolvement Project, have made such massive changes, such massive leaps, and wow. Like, I'm just so freaking proud and so grateful to be guiding them into this space where they just feel so sure within themselves, trust themselves. A lot of them are making big jumps, like job-wise, leaving their jobs that just don't align with them anymore as they become their highest version of themselves, starting their own businesses. It's just, like, I cannot believe that this is my job. So I have not eaten. I've just been like full go mode, full in my own zone. I've probably been working for like 5 hours non-stop since that acai bowl, and I'm very hungry and I'm getting hangry, so I'm gonna go eat. And then it's such a beautiful day today, so I'm probably gonna take little Luna, my little dog, for a walk, go to the beach, see if she likes that. She hates walking and she hates swimming. So I just want a golden retriever. Is that too much to ask for? But yeah, so I'm gonna go do that. What else did I have on tonight? Oh yeah, I have the Evolvement Project call tonight, so I'm excited to share with you how that goes. But yeah, this is my day. Literally working at a computer all day. Lena, you look happy? You look happy for the camera? You look happy? She is not loving this. Do you want to go for walkies? Do you want to go for walks? No, you're tired. You're too tired for walks. How was that, Luna? Did you have fun? She did not have fun. Oh my god. I just want to train her to like the water. She hates the water. So she hates walking, my god. She'll walk for like 2 minutes and then just want to go home. So that's what we did. Drove all the way to the beach to walk for 2 minutes, to not want to walk anymore. So we're en route home. I just had dinner. I'm actually so freaking tired. Every time I lie down, I get really tired. But anyway, yeah, I'm just having a little nap before the Evolvement Project call, which is going to give me so much energy anyway. We are going through inner child work, which I'm really grateful I can facilitate that, and I'm qualified to facilitate that as well, which is a really important thing, because inner child is not something you can just like mess around with, especially with people, because a lot of trauma comes from childhood. A lot of emotions are held from childhood, which is, yeah, anyway. So it's really important to be able to know how to deal with that and be informed around trauma as well. So I'm excited for the ladies to go deep on that. It's going to feel uncomfortable AF, not gonna lie, but you know, they're all there for growth. We're all here for growth. I posted in the Facebook group and I was like, I'm so excited for tonight's call, and said a few other things, and one of them commented, she's like, when you're excited, that means we're gonna have to feel some shit. Yeah, you will if you guys are watching this. So it is the next day. I finished the Evolvement Project call and oh my god, my cat. You want to be in the video? Ah! Oh my god, oh my god. You gonna stop? Excuse me, no, that's my bed. So it is the next day because the Evolvement Project finished at 9 p.m. last night, and it was the most transformative, powerful, releasing, intense call, I wanted to say ever, but not ever. So it's the next day because the Evolvement Project call finished at like 9 p.m. last night, and it was the most beautiful, powerful, transformative, intense call, and I was honestly just in awe after it, and in awe of the women in the group and everything they just went through and everything they released. I just like wanted to allow that to fully sink in. It was insane. We did like an inner child visualization, going back into the past, which is why I was talking about like trauma and going into the past. Like, it is no joke. one of the women had so much she was holding on to. She was quite literally like, I want to say even like convulsing, like literally crunched up. You could see the energy just like being released out of her. It was so intense and so beautiful and so powerful. Like all of the women just released so much, so many blockages, so many emotional blockages, so many energetic blockages, so many memories that we've held on to. And the thing is, from childhood, we are so impressionable, especially from 0 to age 7, and we take on so much. So even if a situation may have not been traumatic or may have not seemed like a big deal, the way we perceive things when we are younger, we can take trauma from that. So like if your dad said no to you once, you can actually perceive that as such a terrible thing, which, you know, being told no is not an amazing thing at the best of times. We take that and we hold that as trauma, and we take that into our life, into our adulthood life, and we have emotions, beliefs, memories that we hold from that point that shapes us into who we are today. So if we have perceived that saying no as a terrible thing, we are going to take beliefs such as we're not good enough, we're going to hold trauma that we're not good enough. It's going to manifest in so many symptoms in our life. So not only being able to release the emotions we hold on to, the blockages we hold on to, but to shift the perspective around those situations when you were younger, to see them with love and to see them with, not forget them, and some things you don't want to fully forgive, but to see the forgiveness in them, to see the hurt of the other people, to have to project certain things onto you is just such a powerful thing. And we do hold so many blockages. Like, we have our energetic body. Our body is made of energy. Our body is actually vibrating at a certain frequency. I don't know what the frequency is, but very freaking fast. Like, everything you see is actually energy. Everything you see is a vibration. If we go into quantum physics, 99.999% of every atom, which makes up every physical thing, is energy, and 0.001% is actually physical. So whatever you're seeing right now is like literally all energy, just the tiniest bit physical, but the human eye cannot see that. But anyway, so we hold these blockages, and if we have stagnancy, if energy is not moving around, if we're holding emotional blockages, if we're holding trauma, that holds in certain areas which manifests in physical symptoms. So one of the women, I've been working with her, and she was having really bad like nausea, really bad stomach aches, couldn't like digest her food, was just feeling so sick. And when she released all her blockages, her trauma, her emotions, it was from the exact point that she was feeling sick, her stomach, where she was feeling those cramps, her nausea, whatever, that word. And she's free of that now. Like, they're all free. They're all now free to fill up their body with the beliefs that serve them, allow themselves to feel good enough, create the reality that they want. One of the women had held a memory for 25 years that had every single day burdened her, every single day put her down. She's gone to therapy, I think it was like for 15 years for it. And that one moment got to change her whole life, which is just, it's insane. Like, even just reflecting on myself, if you would have told me a year ago I would be making these shifts and I would be making these transformations in people, I would have literally laughed at you. And now I'm facilitating everything at such a high standard, such a deep level, and making such massive shifts and changing women's lives. Like, I honestly just want to pinch myself when I think about it, because it's so fulfilling. It's such a beautiful thing, and I'm so freaking grateful. They're literally 4 weeks into the Evolvement Project, and so much has happened for them, so much change. My cat's back. I'm just gonna wait for her to stop. If you enjoyed, I'm leaving this vlog here. That's literally a average day in the life of Georgia, and it's a pretty freaking cool day to live. Yeah, honestly, thank you for tagging along, thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video.